Opening night is in the books. And what I've done today in 20 minutes, I'm going to tell you who you need to pick up, who you can ignore, and who is going to help you win a championship. Don't believe me? Watch until the end.
Step on the court where the legends are made. Fantasy dreams where the stats get paid. Barack Lesnar's throne.
Barack Lesnar Hoops Fantasy Basketball.
Hey, this is Barack Lesnar of Barack Lesnar Hoops, and today we will be breaking down the best games from night number 1. And in this breakdown, we're going to be targeting our superstar engines, our regular engines, our specialists, and our sleepers. It's going to be based on a formula and benchmarks that I've put together. I think using this formula, we're going to identify some amazing sleepers every single night. And if we can see a pattern over several days and several of these videos, we know, hey, this guy might end up being an engine for my team. Before we get started, do me a favor and smash that like button for me. Subscribe to Barack Lesnar Hoops if you have not yet, and click that bell notification so you can be alerted when these videos drop. All right, so the Barack Lesnar Hoops nightly summary is powered by the Sports Wizard. You can go to sportswizard.com. The tools they have are amazing. We've discussed them on this channel, and we will discuss them more. We've had Bilal on the channel. He's the creator of this extension, and if you use my promo code BLH, you actually get a discount on the subscription. It includes a matchup calculator to let you know how you're matching up against your opponent every single week. And it even has a tool that lets you auto add players at 3 a.m. so you don't have to lose sleep anymore. All right, let's get to the stats. So how my benchmark system works. So the engine criteria, they have to have points, rebounds, and assists of 28 plus. They also have to meet 4 out of the 11 benchmarks, and they need to have played at least 21 minutes. Field goal and free throw percentage are rounded up. So if you get 46.5, it'll get rounded up to 47%. Field goal percentage requires 7 field goal attempts, and free throw percentage requires 2+ free throw attempts if they want to hit that badge. That's how scientific we're getting. So to be classified as a superstar engine, you need points, rebounds, and assists of 35 or more. And to be classified as a regular engine, you need 28 to 34 points, rebounds, and assists combined. You'll see those outlined with a yellow box. And for my specialist, points, rebounds, and assists should be under 28. For sleepers, I need them to have points, rebounds, and assists under 18 or have under 4 benchmarks. You'll see those outlined in gray. And for specialists, you also need to have at the very least at least 3 benchmarks if you have 20 or more points, rebounds, and assists combined. And if you don't have 20 points, rebounds, and assists combined, then you need at least 4 benchmarks. That is how I've parsed this data. So the universal benchmarks we will be applying, we're looking for field goal percentage of 46% or more on 7 attempts, free throw percentage of 82% or more on at least 2 free throw attempts. We want 2 or more 3-pointers per game, 21 or more points per game, 6+ rebounds per game, 5+ assists per game, 1.3 or more steals per game, 1.2 or more blocks per game, or 2 stocks with a minimum of 1 steal and 1 block. We also want them to have less than 3 turnovers, but we also need them to have an assist to turnover ratio of at least 2. Those are the benchmarks that we are comparing for. And just for clarity, in order to qualify for stocks, you need at least 1 steal and 1 block. If you have 4 steals and no blocks, then that wouldn't be 4 stocks. So we're making that differentiation because we want to identify players that can help you with both. Same deal with assist to turnover ratio. We're looking for an assist to turnover ratio of at least 2. And for the turnover benchmark, we're looking for under 3 turnovers, but we also require that assist to turnover ratio to be there. Because if you're turning the ball over 3 times, but you got me no assist, you're actually hurting my team. And as we look through each player, just be aware that green stats equals the benchmark was achieved. So if you see green during that box score, that means they met the benchmarks that we discussed. Now for my specialist criteria, I want them to have 18 points, rebounds, and assists combined plus 4 benchmarks. If they don't have 4 benchmarks, then points, rebounds, and assists need to be at least 20 or more. And I really want guys that are playing at least 21 minutes. That's going to screen out a lot of guys that are just flashes in the pan. We look for consistent minutes, consistent usage, consistent production in order for them to even qualify to be discussed. So for my specialist, I'm looking for guys that get you 1.5 or more steals per game. We're looking for 1.5 or more blocks per game. We're looking for a combined 2 steals and blocks. We're looking for field goal percentage anchors at 55% or more on at least 10 field goal attempts. If they're only taking 7 to 9 field goal attempts and shooting 52 to 55%, then we consider that a field goal percentage helper. At 85%, at 4 free throw attempts per game. That is a free throw percentage anchor, and a free throw percentage helper is going to get you 82 to 85% on 2 to 3 free throw attempts per game. And then our assist to turnover ratio gods are going to get you 2.5 assist to turnover ratio, but they have to get you at least 4 assists per game because we need the volume backing it up. Now that we've broken down the system, I'm really excited to start discussing last night's most notable players. All right, so our engines, and we have 7 superstar engines, 7 superstar performances for last night, led by Luka Doncic, who has a combined 64 points, rebounds, and assists, and met 9 of the 11 benchmarks. So if you picked him with a top 4 pick, that's exactly what you want to see. It's skinny Luka season, y'all. Even got you 3 steals and blocks combined, an assist to turnover ratio of 3, multiple 3-pointers. That's what you love to see. He didn't get you the free throw percentage. That's essentially the only category that he really missed. Free throw percentage of 70%. We definitely want it higher than that, but everything else that he gave you, he leads the charge. He played 40 minutes as well, something to keep in mind. Alperen Sengun played more minutes than that, played 48 minutes, had a combined 57 points, rebounds, and assists, 39 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Got you 2 steals, 50% from the field on 24 field goal attempts. This game went into a double overtime, which explains the number of minutes he played. Free throw percentage, 90.9% on 11 attempts. If he can keep that free throw percentage that high, this guy's going to be a first-round player. The free throw percentage held him back last year, but we love to see 91% on 11 attempts. Hopefully he can keep that going. He hit 5 3-pointers. So again, a big man hitting 5 3-pointers, that's insane. He barely missed the assist to turnover cutoff. He's at 1.8, 3 steals and blocks combined. Marvelous performance, definitely worthy of recognition. And if you picked Alperen Sengun with one of your 2 or number 3 picks, you couldn't have expected a better game from him. The reigning MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with a combined 45 points, rebounds, and assists. He helped you with your steals, helped you with your blocks, shot 46% from the field on 26 field goal attempts, 71% from the free throw line, much lower than you're used to, and on 14 attempts. That hurts. Only got you 1 3-pointer, only 1.7 assist to turnover ratio, but did get you that combined 4 steals and blocks. He met 6 of the 11 benchmarks. Jimmy Butler had himself a game, played 34 minutes, had a combined 31 points, rebounds, and assists. Got you 31 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, only 1 turnover. Shot 50% from the field on 14 field goal attempts, 100% from the free throw line on 16 free throw attempts. That's amazing. Only hit 1 3-pointer, but had an assist to turnover ratio of 4. So he met 5 of the 11 benchmarks and is one of our superstar engines for the night. Austin Reaves, somebody I believed highly in and even reached for him in a couple of drafts because of his all-around production, and we saw that last night. He hit 4 of the 11 benchmarks, but had a combined 40 points, rebounds, and assists. That 9 assists, that 26 points, you love to see that. 5 rebounds from a guard, that's what you want to see as well. 2 steals, love that. Now, the 5 turnovers, more than we want to see, but he shot 56% from the field on 16 field goal attempts. The free throw line hurt you there, just like Luka, only 70% on 10 attempts, but he's normally going to do better than that. I would call that first night jitters. Only hit 1 3-pointer, which is also lower than you normally get from him. And the assist to turnover ratio, 1.8, considering he got you 5 assists, is not all that bad. Barely missed the cutoff. So on a regular night, he's hitting way more of those benchmarks. So if you have Austin Reaves, you should feel real happy right now. Chet Holmgren also had a superstar engine performance, 28 points, 7 rebounds, only 2 assists, no steals or blocks, 3 turnovers, but shot 64%, almost 65% from the field on 17 attempts. Took 4 free throws and shot 100% on his free throws. Hit 2 3-pointers. The assist to turnover ratio much lower than we wanted. The 0 blocks, that's normally way less than you're going to get from him. You can expect to get 1.5 to 2, maybe even more than that if he's playing enough minutes. He still hit 5 of the 11 benchmarks, so a very nice performance from him and very promising to see him play 38 minutes. Again, that game did go to double overtime, so that might skew it higher, but still, it shows some confidence from his team and his coaching staff in his health. Kevin Durant played 47 minutes at his age after having the torn Achilles. Kevin Durant is something else, man. I picked him around pick 15 to 17. I even picked him up in an auction draft. So I love to see that performance from him. It met 4 of the 11 benchmarks, had a combined 35 points, rebounds, and assists. No steals or blocks. Did turn the ball over 4 times, but he shot 56.3% from the field on 16 attempts, 83.3% from the free throw line on 6 attempts. So volume, production, and efficient. That is why you draft Kevin Durant. The assist to turnover ratio at 0.8, much lower than we want, but that should improve as the season goes on. Jonathan Kuminga played 32 minutes And he was one of our engine performers. So missed the cutoff for superstar, but he had himself a great game considering he is a sleeper. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists for a combined 32 points, rebounds, and assists. Got you a steal. Turned the ball over twice considering he got you 6 assists. Shot 54.5% from the field on 11 attempts. He did hurt your free throw percentage, but he only took 2 shots. Made 4 3-pointers. You love to see that from him. He normally doesn't hit that many, but to get 4 3-pointers and also get 54.5% from the field, that is very helpful. And a assist to turnover ratio of 3 is great as well. So he made our cutoff as an engine player for a guy that's owned, I think, in only like less than 40% of leagues on Yahoo right now. This is your alert. Pick up Jonathan Kuminga now. Like, for real, I mean it, man. Go pick him up right now. Rounding off our engines for the night, played 32 minutes, had 23 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists for a combined 28 points, rebounds, and assists. He did meet 7 of the 11 benchmarks, though, which is really high. That's because he got you the 23 points. He got you 3 steals, got you a block, got you only 2 turnovers. The field goal percentage was only 43%. Is that the new reality for Steph Curry, having to accept a lower field goal percentage? Maybe. He is aging. Free throw percentage, though, at 100% on 8 attempts. You love to see that. He hit 3 3-pointers, which is typical Steph Curry, maybe even low for Steph Curry. Assist to turnover ratio of 2, though he did get you a combined 4 steals and blocks with 3 steals and a block. You love to see those defensive numbers from him. So great all around night. Now our specialists, these are guys with elite category dominance. They fill specific needs. They're perfect complements to your engines. And like I said before, they got you between 18 and 27 points, rebounds, and assists, and played at least 21 minutes. So leading the way is Amen Thompson. 5 assists. He's playing point guard now, but they're playing really big, and he's getting point guard minutes. So 5 assists from him. You love to see that. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. The first 4 turnovers to only 5 assists. Hopefully he can fix that. And that's probably just a result of him being so large playing point guard. You're going to turn the ball over. He's not a natural point guard, but he might develop those skills getting this experience. 47.1% from the field on 17 field goal attempts. That I do like. 100% from the free throw line on at least 2 attempts. He didn't hit any threes, and the assist to turnover ratio, like we discussed, is lower than we want. 2 stocks, though. That's really why you pick this guy up. He's going to be able to score for you. He's going to be able to get you some assists now, and he's going to get you a good combination of steals and blocks. Hopefully, he can keep the free throw percentage high and the field goal percentage high. That would make him a very useful player. Cason Wallace is an elite steal specialist, and he's continuing his strong season from last year. It looks like it's continuing this season. He played 41 minutes, got you a combined 26 points, rebounds, and assists with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. That is what the guy does. Only 2 turnovers, shot 50% from the field, hit 3 3-pointers, had an assist to turnover ratio of 2.5. The free throw percentage at 50% is lower than you normally get from him. So he hit 7 of the 11 benchmarks for a guy that's widely available on waiver wires right now. I'm putting out another alert. Cason Wallace needs to be on your team if he's on the waiver wire. Part of it was Jalen Williams did not play. He's dealing with an injury, but still, even last year on a loaded OKC team that won a championship, this guy was a stud. Draymond Green doing Draymond Green things. You get elite playmaking and you get stocks from Draymond Green. So he got you 24 total stats, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, met 5 of the 11 benchmarks, an elite 9 assists, 3 steals and blocks combined on 2.2 assist to turnover ratio. He shot 50% from the field, but it was on low volume on only 6 field goal attempts. We start counting them at 7 field goal attempts. He's not going to be a guy that scores for you, but the rebounds, the assists, the steals, the blocks, and if he could continue shooting 50% from the field, even if it's on low volume, that's enough to make him useful. He got you a 3-pointer as well. I love guys that can get you threes, steals, and blocks. Draymond Green is one of those guys. Isaiah Hartenstein got you a combined 19 points, rebounds, and assists. Got you 2 steals, no blocks. You can normally count on him for more blocks than that. Only 1 turnover to the 5 assists. I love to see that from a center-eligible player. 40% from the field, much lower than you're used to getting from him, but it was only on 5 field goal attempts, so I'll forgive that. He shot 100% from the free throw line on his 2 attempts. Didn't get you any threes, but that's not what you draft him for. Had an assist to turnover ratio of 5. To get that from one of your big men, I love to see that. Now, these next guys we're going to discuss are sleepers, all right? So they aren't engines, and they're not exactly specialists. The points, rebounds, and assists aren't there, and maybe meeting the benchmarks are not there, but they're getting close. These are guys you're able to find on your waiver wire. These are guys that are undervalued, and these are guys that we're identifying now because they have the potential to be specialists, and with enough time, with enough minutes, and enough usage, they might even end up being engines for you. Jabari Smith Jr. makes the sleeper list. Played 41 minutes, had a combined 16, 5, and 0 for 21 combined points. Only got you a steal, no blocks. He did not turn the ball over, though. Love to see that. Field goal percentage at 46.7%. And he got you 2 3-pointers. That's about where his help stops. Still, though, a center that can get you 3-pointers, if he can be more efficient, I love 46.7 coming from him, considering he normally shoots in the early 40s, which is much lower than I want from one of my big men. So 46.7% on 15 field goal attempts. Love to see that. Didn't hurt your free throw percentage at all. Hopefully we can get more blocks from him and more rebounds from him as well. Assists, not really something I expect him to do with much frequency. So Jabari Smith Jr. is on the list as a sleeper. Luguentz Dort, we discussed him yesterday. He got you 17 total stats with 6.6 rebounds, 5 assists. He met 5 of the 11 benchmark. 100% of his free throws were made on only 2 attempts, and he had an assist to turnover ratio of 5. He got you 6 rebounds, got you 5 assists, only 1 turnover, played 45 minutes. He was brutal from the field, though, so he hurt you there. He only made 2 of his 12 shots, but everywhere else, he was productive enough. If you need his ability to help you a little bit across the board, just keep in mind that field goal percentage was putrid. But I think normally you can expect closer to average than the poor shooting night he had there. Rui Hachimura getting some minutes because of the injury to LeBron James. Played 35 minutes, had 16 combined points, rebounds, and assists with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, but only 1 turnover. 50% from the field on 6 field goal attempts, which just missed our cutoff of 7 field goal attempts. But keep that in mind. Free throw percentage, didn't take any free throw attempts. He hit 3 3-pointers and also had an assist to turnover ratio of 3. So well-rounded production from him lands him on our sleeper list. Deandre Ayton might be too good to be considered a sleeper, but that's the criteria that he met. He played 33 minutes, had a combined 16 points, rebounds, and assists. He only met 2 of the benchmarks. So typically he's somebody I expect to at the very least be a specialist and have some engine or superstar engine nights. But this was a pretty poor performance from him relative to what he's able to do. He did shoot 71.4% from the field on 7 field goal attempts. He did miss both of his free throws. He only got you a block, didn't get you any steals, didn't get you any assists, didn't get you any threes. The assist to turnover ratio is bad. So you can see the conundrum with a guy like DeAndre Ayton. He helps you in a few, but he also does nothing in a few. Hopefully we see a stronger performance than this from him moving forward. Steven Adams was announced as a starter for the Rockets, and that led to him being picked up a lot. We discussed that yesterday. He took advantage of those 36 minutes, got you a combined 20 points, rebounds, and assists. Notable there is the 13 rebounds. He took 2 free throw attempts and made 100% of them, though he only shot 25% from the field. Thankfully, it was only on 4 field goal attempts. He also turned the ball over 3 times, so the assist to turnover ratio was at 1, lower than we want. Didn't get you any steals or blocks. Really, this is a guy at this point in his career that you stream for his ability to get you rebounds, and that's about it. I'm probably not targeting him too heavily outside of some deeper formats, but if for whatever reason you need rebounding or you need to stream it for the week, Steven Adams might be a guy that you go to over and over throughout the season as a streamer. We have a Buddy Hield appearance, played 22 minutes, had a combined 18 points, rebounds, and assists, with 17 of those being points, and got you a rebound. And that's the Buddy Hield story right there. Outside of scoring and threes, he doesn't really do much of anything else. He did get you a steal, so good there. 2 turnovers, so 2 more turnovers than assists. 54.5% from the field, which is nice considering he also got you 5 3-pointers made. So this is really why you stream him. If you need threes and you need points and the occasional steal, Buddy Hield might be your guy. Brandin Podziemski, only 16 combined points, rebounds, and assists, but 7 rebounds from a point guard eligible player. That is something to keep in mind. I love that out of position flexibility. He also had an assist to turnover ratio of 2 because he didn't have any turnovers with the 2 assists that he got you. He only took 7 field goal attempts, shot 42.9% from the field. Want to see that closer to average and want to see more than just 1 3-pointer made. All things considered, though, he's a decent sleeper target if he's available in your league. Reed Sheppard, we found out yesterday that he would not be starting, but he still played 27 minutes. He got you 9 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. He did get you a steal and a block, only 2 turnovers, so his assist to turnover ratio was decent. Got you the 2 stocks, got you 2 3-pointers. He only made 50% of his shots from the free throw line and only 27.3% from the field on 11 field goal attempts. Hopefully that improves. He was pretty putrid last year as well, but as a second-year player with a bigger role and more responsibility, I'm hoping we see an improvement there. And we do see an improvement there. I love seeing the steals, the blocks, and the all-around production. I think his upside is tremendous right now. I drafted him in several leagues, and I know several of you did as well. And our last sleeper for the day is Alex Caruso. Played 30 minutes, got you a combined 13 points, rebounds, and assists, and met 5 of the 11 benchmarks. What were those benchmarks? He got you 2 steals, 0 turnovers, got you 3 assists, so his assist to turnover ratio was infinite. He got you 2 3-pointers made, got you the 3 stocks with 2 steals and 1 block. Great production from him, and sort of what you expect from him. You want him to steal the ball, you want him to get you blocks, you want him to get you some threes, not a guy you grab for the volume production, which you see there with only the 13 combined points, rebounds, and assists, but meeting 5 of the 11 benchmarks. And I just want to show you the framework right here. If you want to pause the video and you're confused by how the framework works and how I'm classifying these players, it's right here for you to pause. Hey, so if you enjoyed this breakdown from me today, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe, click that bell notification, and become part of the Barack Lesnar Hoops community. It's been such a treat being back, hearing your comments, hearing your love, hearing how these breakdowns are helping you and bringing value to you. My goal is to be the best fantasy basketball channel on YouTube. That is my goal. Others will make more videos than me, but I want the insight I give you to be unbeatable. If you're in a categories league, I want you to watch my channel and end up this season a diamond tier player. That is my goal for you. That is why I've spent hours and hours and hours coming up with a framework to help you conceptualize what your team should look like, remove all the noise so you immediately know what players don't help your build and what players do. And if you think this framework is already helping you, do me a favor, leave a comment below. Let me know how my content this season has helped you or maybe not helped you. Until next time, this is Barack Lesnar of Barack Lesnar Hoops. We'll see you again soon. Take care.